In this lesson, we're going to be dividing amounts in a given ratio. So what do we already know about ratios? Ratio is another way that we compare things. So we could have a bowl of 4 apples with 1 red apple and 3 green apples, and we could say that the ratio of red apples to green apples is 1 to 3. So if we say that the ratio of boys to girls in SS2 is 2 to 1, we simply mean that for every 2 boys there's 1 girl. So if there are 4 boys, there will be 2 girls. If there are 6 boys, there will be 3 girls, and so on. One common mistake that we often make is mixing up the ratios. So the ratio of boys to girls is different from the ratio of girls to boys. In this case, the ratio of girls to boys would be 1 to 2. So one way that we use ratio is to divide up amounts. We might be given that the number of pupils in SS2 is 200 and be required to divide this amount in the ratio 2 to 3. If this ratio represents the number of boys to girls, then the question is actually asking us to find out how many boys there are and how many girls there are. We're going to do this in 3 simple steps. The first step will be to add up the ratios. This will help us to know into how many portions 200 is being divided. So now that we know that 200 is being divided into 5 portions, we can find out how many there are in a single portion. And we do this by dividing. So step 2 would be 200 divided by 5, which is equal to 40. Finally, we want to give 2 lots of 40 to boys and 3 lots of 40 to girls. To do this, we would have to multiply both ratios by 40. Here's another example. Divide 24 in the ratio 1 to 2. Remember the 3 simple steps: add, divide, multiply. Well done. We've been looking at dividing up amounts in a given ratio. It's time to have some practice.